Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jeff Samples with Ross and Scientific Anglers, and we're here today in the spool room at the factory at Ross Reels, and we wanted to show you how to rig a brand new fly reel from your backing all the way to the fly. And so for starters, what we're going to do is we're going to take a new F1 reel, and we're going to take some Scientific Anglers backing and show you how to do an arbor knot, and then also either use one of these professional machines like you'd see at a fly shop, or if you were going to rig one by hand. So first what you'll do is you'll remove the spool from the frame of the reel, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pull some backing off, and we're going to tie an overhand knot in the end of the backing that we're going to use. And like we said before, this is the arbor knot. I'm going to do one more overhand knot on top of the previous overhand knot, and that's going to prevent any slippage. From there, I'm going to wrap the backing around the spool like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to do one more overhand knot that's around the main line of the backing, and we'll tighten that down, and that'll slip right around the arbor. And from there you're ready to spool your backing onto your spool. So what we're going to do is there's one more trick that we like to do here at the company, and if you notice, this backing will slip around the arbor. We like to put one or two little half hitches in there, and that'll prevent any slippage around the spool itself. So we're going to put two right in there, and you'll notice that now that backing's seated on the spool itself, and you won't have any issues of the backing rotating around or creating a free spool with your fly line if you're fighting larger fish. So now let's get that spool seated in the machine here. Tighten this down. Also wrap this around so we can count out how many yards of backing we're going to put on here. Let's find the pedal real quick. Should be good to go. Be sure when you're winding to rotate the backing back and forth to create a smooth surface and equal that backing out. Now we're ready to add the fly line to the backing, and you'll see that on many of our fly lines we feature a rear loop. Now some of you may want to cut that off and use a standard nail knot, but if you do like to do a loop-to-loop connection, one of our favorite knots that we like to use is a triple surgeon's loop. So what you'll do is you'll take your backing, you'll measure out about 12 to 14 inches, and you'll double that backing over, and what you're going to do is that's what you're going to use to create a loop and your triple surgeon's knot. So here's our backing doubled up. I'm going to pass the doubled up portion over the main line and pass it through the loop that we create 3 times. 1, 2, and there's the 3rd. From there you can pull your knot tight. After you're completed with the knot, you can cut this tag portion off with a set of clippers. And then you'll take your newly formed backing loop and you'll pass that through the loop at the end of the fly line like so. Pull the backing loop through the end of the fly line loop, and then take your line spool and pull that through the end of the loop. That'll create your loop-to-loop connection, and from there you can slowly pull that backing loop nice and tight, and there's your loop-to-loop connection. For those of you that do not want to use the loop-to-loop connection, what you can do is simply remove the welded loop off the end of your fly line with a set of clippers. And from there, you can take your favorite nail knot tool and create a nail knot connection from your backing to your fly line. And to do so, you'll pull your backing from your spool, set it in your nail knot tool, and you're going to go around 5 to 6 times And then you'll take this tag piece and push it through the end of the tool. You may need to lick that end of your backing to make sure that it gets through your tool. From there, you can take your fly line and stick it inside the tool like so. And then you can pull that knot off the end of your nail knot tool. And then grab both ends of your backing, and you can seat that knot right at the end of your fly line and pull it nice and taut. From there, you can take your clippers and remove any extra fly line or backing that may be sticking off of your nail knot you just created. From there, you've created a nail knot connection from your backing to your fly line. The third loop-to-loop connection, or backing to fly line connection that we use, is called a Bimini twist. And some people kind of get scared about the Bimini twist because it is a little hard, but it's actually a pretty simple knot, and we're going to show you how to do that. We use Bimini twists on many of the saltwater size lines, as well as spay lines and other big game lines. So let's get a little closer and see how to do the Bimini twist knot. So to do a Bimini twist, you're going to begin by doubling up your backing, just like you did in the triple surgeon's loop. And what you're going to do is, after it's doubled up, pinch it right down here, and you're going to take your other hand to create that loop, and you're going to twist the line over on itself, or the backing over on itself, 21 to 22 times, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, and continue all the way on up to 21. One for extra look. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your friend come in and hold that loop open just like so, and hold on to these two pieces of backing, and then have your friend pull the loop apart to tighten down those twists. And then from there, you're going to take your tag piece right here and let it slip up towards the loop itself right there, just like so, and that loop is complete. What you want to do to finish this loop is to take your tag piece and do a couple half hitches off both ends of the loop to make sure that that loop is seated nice and tight, just like so. One thing you can also do is add a knot protective epoxy to this to strengthen that knot up as well. And that's a completed Bimini twist. From there, you can clip this extra portion with your clippers, and just like the loop-to-loop connection on your triple surgeon's loop, you can take that loop and pass it through the welded loop on the end of your fly line and pull that through. Take your fly line card and pass that through the backing loop, and then from there you can slowly pull your Bimini twist loop until it seats nice and tight at the end of your fly line, and that loop-to-loop connection is complete. After you complete your loop-to-loop connection or nail knot to backing connection, you're ready to spool your brand new fly line onto your reel spool. And what you can do is either a pen at home, or you can even use a stick while you're on the water. And what you're going to do is take that and push that through the spool itself, and you can have your friend hold that so the spool can rotate around your pen. And then what you can do is you can reel that line onto your spool if you don't have a line winder like we do today. We're ready to get started, and just remember, as you begin to line your new line onto your spool, what you're going to do is be sure to move your hand back and forth so you line that line on evenly, just like so. Now after you spool your fly line onto your fly reel, you're ready to do your final loop-to-loop connection to connect your brand new leader to the end loop of your fly line. So what you can do is take your fly line loop and your leader loop, put the leader loop over the fly line loop, and pull the rest of the leader through the end of your fly line, just like so. And that creates your loop-to-loop connection from your fly line to your leader. Or if you prefer to cut the loops off both of these, you can do the same nail knot you saw us do earlier from your backing to your fly line itself. Now once your leader is connected, you can add your fly. And what you can do is take your fly and the end of your leader and use one of the more popular knots called a clinch knot. And to execute the clinch knot, what you'll do is take the end of your leader and pass it through the eye of your fly and pull a small section of the tag portion out. You're going to create a loop by putting your finger in between the tag portion of your leader and the main line portion of your leader. You'll take the tag portion and go around the main line anywhere from 4 to 6 times. Once you complete those twists around the main line, you'll take your tag portion and put it through the loop that your finger created when you're tying that knot. From there you can pull the knot tight, and don't forget to lubricate your knot right here to make sure that that knot tightens down nice and tight, and also so it does not burn the monofilament or fluorocarbon leader that you're using. Remove the tag portion with a set of clippers, and you're ready to cast your fly. Thank you for joining us for this technical tip video. And for more technical tips and other videos from Ross and Scientific Anglers, check out our websites, scientificanglers.com and rossreels.com.